Hello everyone, this is Astocky here. Welcome to another Minecraft video. Today I have been just basically mass duplicating diamonds. Bee or wasp, whatever that thing is. So yeah, I've been mass duplicating diamonds, and I've basically just been going down to my bed and just sleeping over and over and over to help increase the rate that I'm producing them. So you can see that now I've got that excellent equivalent exchange set up in the back, that getting diamonds is now really easy because I have 34 diamonds. So I haven't yet rebuilt my machine back here. That's something that I need to do. I need myself a new condenser, but I'll get to that later because the focus of today's episode is going to be pipes. Specifically the way you can automate things using, oh sorry, I was doing some things in my test world, using logistics pipes. So the basic logistics pipe, the request, the provider, and a bunch of other logistics pipes. I think I'm just going to start with the first couple because they're the simplest. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to automate my system upstairs. I got the idea to do that from Wing It 2008. He's actually been downloading the world uploads that I've been putting up, and he's been using those to make additional Brilliant 5. He's been using those to do things, and he basically took this design that I have here and he automated the whole process using logistics pipes and some other pipes. So I thought that was such an excellent idea that I'm going to basically do the same thing. So what I thought I would do now is I will just pause the video while I get the materials ready, and then I will come back when I'm ready to start crafting the logistics pipes and putting them into action. So back soon. Hello everyone, back again. Basically what I've just done is I've just turned a whole lot of diamond into gold, and then I went and got myself a whole lot of sticks and other different things. So we're going to start with creating some diamond transport pipes, and I made a few redstone torches as well, because to make them we need 2 gold gears, a diamond transport pipe, some glass, and a bunch of redstone. So if I come down here and I make some gears, I'm going to make quite a lot of gears. 10 is probably a good start. I think I'll run out of other materials before I get to that point. Now I forgot about cobble. Lucky I have a huge amount of cobble within reach. So we need to make some stone gears. Let's make 10 stone gears. And then we need to make iron gears. So let's go for, see if we can make 10 iron gears as well. Yep, there's 10. Now gold gears. I'm not going to have enough to make 10 gold gears, but we'll see how many I can make before I run out. 7. 7 is just not a good number, so there we go, 4 more gold ingots. 8. There we go. So now hopefully I have everything that I need in my inventory to make the basic logistics pipe. So you get 8 for every one of them. So I'm going to make, because each of the additional logistics pipe that you make after that starts with a basic logistics pipe, I'm just going to make lots of these things. So there we go, I made 32 of them. I still don't think that's going to be enough, so I'm going to get some more gold. And then I'm going to make some more, because yeah, I should have enough inventory to make more. So this is a bit of an expensive process to get started with, but once you see how awesome it makes everything, it's definitely worth it. Whoops, wrong button. So now I should be able to make one more. 40. So that's a pretty good start. Now I'm also going to need, I'll grab all my wood pipe because I know I'm going to need some of those. Probably going to need some redstone engines as well. And I will probably make a lot more cobblestone transport pipe, because I need to make some waterproof piping. Where's my cactus? I only have one, and I don't have any cactus green, so I've got plenty of glass, so let's make some cobblestone transport pipes. Not totally sure how many of these I'm going to need. I think that's probably going to be plenty. And just thinking of how I'm going to do things. I'm going to need some chests. 2 chests is not going to be enough, so let's make some more planks and then make some more chests. Planks. Oh, that should be heaps. Because I am going to need a bunch of chests, I just don't know how many yet. 4 is probably not going to be enough either, so let's get some more of these. Where's that chest gone again? That's probably going to be plenty of chests now. Just thinking what else I need. I probably need at least 1 redstone engine. Redstone engine. Yeah, I'm going to need at least 1 redstone engine. Put back a lot of the stuff that I'm not going to need though. Then I'm going to need a bunch of glowstone and redstone. Wonder how I'm going over here. Just 1 Atenalis fuel. Whoa. That was crazy. More crazy. I want glowstone. There we go. Excellent. Now I should be able to duplicate that because I'm going to need quite a bit of that. That wasn't quite what I was hoping for. There we go. Eight glowstone still doesn't seem like it's going to be enough, but I think I'll see how we go. I might have to do just a basic setup today in this episode and then kind of extend it in the next episode. So yeah, I need my cactus. I need to cook that cactus into cactus green. Luckily I have my super fast furnace here, and I should be able to put the cactus green in the table and learn that. Yep, I can. Now, I wonder how much cactus green is worth. Not very much. That's excellent because I need to make lots of waterproof pipe for what I'm planning. And now, for each piece of cactus green that you put in your crafting table, you get a piece of pipe waterproof. And then I can just turn this and this together and just make 19 cobblestone pipes. So we'll come up here and we will set up the first part. I'm still going to need a redstone engine to finish it properly, but at least it's going to be something. So what I'm looking to do is, still need saplings for that to work, but basically what I'm looking to do is pump. I'm looking to take my cobblestone waterproof pipe. Just going to go up to, that's going to be in the way, isn't it? Maybe it won't care if I do it that way. Guess we'll see how we go. Now what that should do is that should, whenever it pumps, it should come out and it should help to fill that system up there. And then if I go that way, that'll make things a little bit easier. So what that'll do is that'll make sure that this has always got a full stock, and it'll make sure that this has always got a full stock as well. And then I've got my automatic pump set up to take it to this. Yeah, that should be good. I just need lots of saplings now so I can get it started again. Wow, I'm really running out over here. Lucky I have oodles of saplings, and that's part of the reason I want to automate this, because it's just a pain to keep it running. So we'll throw that in there. That should cook itself away and end up giving me something good, and that'll help to keep this nice and full so that I never have to bother refueling it. So that's my basic start. The next thing that I want to do is I want to take some wooden pipe, make wooden waterproof pipe. Going to connect that up just here, and then I'm going to go down. I'm going to run it just along the surface where you can see it. What a pain. How do I stop that from happening? That'll do. Now hopefully, I'm not sure if this is going to work, hopefully I can put a pipe there and then put a solar panel on top of it. No, I can't. That's okay, it just means I'm going to have to go 2 down. But that's also okay, as long as I don't end up flooding everything. I think I'm going to end up flooding everything though. I'm going to come over here and I think I'm going to run the pipe just along the surface of the water here, because I have no need to go any lower until I get to this point, and then I will go down. I'm going to have to go down 2 here, because basically as soon as this here becomes sand, it's going to be affected by gravity, and as you can see it's going to fall straight down. So you've got to go far enough down that I can run my pipe underneath like so. I think I might have just washed away all my redstone wire in there. That's going to cause me some issues, but then I can put my 2 pieces of that just like that. Actually, there's my engine. My engine's right down the bottom anyway, so I might not have to go up. Might be able to keep it down. See how we go here. Yeah, I can probably keep that down, so we'll run this down and go straight in there, which means I'm going to need more cobblestone pipe and then some more pipe waterproof. So cobblestone pipe, lots of cobblestone pipe, lots of pipe waterproof, and then run this way. And now as soon as I get my redstone engine set up, this thing is going to run just great. Now I'm just going to... I'm out of cobblestone. Seriously? My system doesn't really care what particular kind of pipe I'm running. Oops, sorry, put that in the wrong spot. There we go. And now you can see that this is going to run... No, it's not. Because I forgot to connect it. Okay, almost there, just not quite. So I'm going to get what I need to make some more cobblestone pipe, make a redstone engine, and connect that all up. And then I will come back. So back soon. Hello, I'm back. So you can see that now that I've connected up my redstone engine and my piping, I'm going to cover all of this hopefully with some covers, but maybe I might leave it out so everyone can just see it. That's going to pump, run all the way down here. There you go, you can see that it's now coming in and my engine will start to fill up. And once it fills up, because I already have lava in there, boom, it fires itself up. And it won't take too long and eventually that will be full. So now all I need to do is just supply this thing with some hummus and it's going to kick itself off and get going. But before I do that, I want to do the next step, which now that I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking that 40 pipes is just not going to be sufficient for what I want to do. But basically what I want to do is, you can see that I have lots of different kinds of things in here, so I need to sort all of that out. So I'm going to go log, which is my logistics pipe, and I'm going to make a provider pipe. Actually, I could probably just use basic pipes for this to start with and see how we go with that, because what the first thing I want to do is I want to take everything out of this chest and send it back over this way, and then once I've done that I want to sort it out and send the things where I want to send them and not send other things where I don't want to send them, so that basically I don't have to keep running over there and I can know that things are going to keep getting themselves filled. I don't want to die though, so I'm just going to back off a little bit and hopefully he won't continue to get me. Oh, there we go, he's gone. So I'm going to be back in a second once I work out exactly what I'm going to do, and then I'll show you how to put it all together. So back soon. Okay, so I just realised I'm going to need something for this build that I haven't yet made. So taking an iron gear and some iron ingots, I'm going to make a Buildcraft wrench. Just need to work out exactly how to make it. I need, it's a stone gear and 3 iron ingots. Okay, so I'm missing sticks. So make a wooden gear, replace the wooden gear with a stone gear. And now that I have iron and stone gear, I make a wrench. And this wrench is necessary because the next thing I'm going to make is I'm going to make some iron transport pipes. Now for those of you who haven't used these before, they are basically one-way pipes. And so what they're going to allow me to do is to make sure that things don't flow in the direction they shouldn't. Because I'm going to have some pipes. So you can see here basically what I've done is I've set up a long pipe that you can see that there's now plenty of fuel in here. And because I was actually getting so much fuel in there, I actually decided back here I was going to divert half of the flow to push it up here to actually increase the level of flow that was going into that bit there and into there. So my tank here is running quite low, but that's okay because this is just going to keep producing, and eventually I will probably end up with more fuel in here than anywhere else, and I might have to upgrade that engine in the corner there to something else, but for right now I have plenty. So as soon as sand gets put into this inventory here, even without an engine, it will automatically push it out into this pipe and push it along, and it will flow and it will end up in that chest over there. And so now I'm going to do the same thing with this machine here. You can see that pipe that comes out the top and goes back in should automatically pass saplings out and pass them back in. Now wooden apples will come out this side. The problem with them coming out the side though is as soon as I connect that pipe to that pipe, actually I shouldn't need to have a wooden pipe there. I'll check that to make sure that still works and the sand still comes out. There you go. Now if the sand chooses to go this way, it will basically get itself stuck because it's got nowhere to go. But what I can do is by clicking like that, I'm now making that a one-way pipe that things can only come out and go along. So what that should do now is it should give us an automatic one-way valve that it will hit and it will bounce as soon as it... Okay, I've got that back to front. So maybe I had it right in the first place. Not totally experienced with how these things work. So the idea is that as soon as the thing comes out, it should bounce and go straight back in. However, it seems to be working. And so now any sand that gets produced by this machine, once it starts laying down hummus and things like that, will automatically jump and come straight into this piping system and go that way. And the same is true for this, that anything that it harvests should automatically get pushed into the iron pipe and then pumped along and end up in this chest down here. So this will be my chest that is full of stuff. You might say, well, how is that all that useful? Because you still don't have the things you need down here, because you still need to get your hummus in there and your saplings in there. So that's where these logistics pipes come in. And so I need a logistic and I need to get a request pipe. So that is a basic logistics pipe with a piece of glowstone dust below it. So request pipe, and I've gone and stashed all my glowstone in my bag here. So back again. So basic logistics pipe, piece of glowstone below it, and that gives me a request logistics pipe. I'm going to throw that on this side over here. There we go. And so now what I can do with that particular pipe is by clicking the Buildcraft wrench on it, it says missing one wrench. I'm not missing the wrench, maybe I'm missing something connected to it. So, oops, that was the wrong kind of pipe. I need logistics pipes. So maybe if I connect a logistics pipe to it, it goes green. Let's try this. Missing one wrench, that doesn't make any sense. Okay, you're gonna... I wonder if this will work. I think I'm doing something wrong, so I'm gonna pause the video and I'm gonna be back in a few seconds. Okay, I'm back. I think I've worked out what I was doing wrong. I think the problem was that I didn't have the system connected to the right kind of supply network. So what I've done is I've come out here. I'm just gonna make sure there's no creepers, because creepers could easily ruin my day here. I don't want that particular one there. That one there I want to be... I'm actually gonna... Thinking. I think I'm going to move this redstone engine and change the way this setup here is configured. So hopefully if I put that wooden pipe on top, it'll still suck out the fuel the way I want it to. And then hopefully, oh, quick, stop that thing. Redstone engines will explode if they're not connected to any kind of pipe, because they will build up and eventually they will just totally overheat themselves. So that, what I was doing just then, was a very bad thing to do. What I'm hoping now though is I can set it up so the redstone engine is directly on top, like so, and need to put something on it to power it. Wonder if I can stick a redstone torch on top of that pipe. No, I can't. Okay, so for now I'm just going to use some sand. There we go. And that'll power it, and then that should keep pumping itself out. And the reason I did that is I want to run my logistics pipe and I want it to come in there. So I'll use so the next thing I need is a provider pipe. Because, sorry, let's go for logistics again, that's going to be easier. So we want a provider logistics pipe. So that's basic logistics pipe with a glowstone dust above it. And now what should happen is that particular piece of pipe will be set to deliver anything, because I haven't put anything in there. I could take some things out of there and that would reduce the kinds of things that it would deliver. But in this particular situation I don't actually need that, so I'm not going to worry. Excellent honeyed bread with all that energy that it gives you. And now what I should be able to do is come over here and say, you, missing one wrench. There's definitely something I'm not doing right here. I wonder if it happens if I just right click on it normally. No. I seem to think that that should have been a crosshair as opposed to anything else, so I don't know whether I've somehow managed to incorrectly set this up. I'll try it with another one here. Basically what I want to do is I want to set up a... You're the wrong kind of pipe. I don't want a provider, I want a requester. Maybe it's a supplier pipe that I'm looking for. Okay, lapis. I need to go get some lapis. So I'll go grab some lapis and be back in a second. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, crafting table. So 2 pieces of lapis, basic logistics pipe. That gives me a supplier logistics pipe. I'm just going to throw that down on the ground for the moment. I'll put that just there, and now if I... Which one of you is my logistics pipe? Only 8 pieces, that might not be enough. Yeah, I've decided I'm going to go underneath that chest. So I'm going to have to fill that in. Lucky I've got plenty of sand. Ah, you silly jellyfish. Leave me alone. and then I should be able to just connect that up like that. That way I don't get my pipes too crossed over. Wow, looks like I've just run out doing things that way, so that was not a good way of doing things. I will take that all back. Let's get this sand out of my hair for the moment. I'll probably neaten this up later on, but for now anyway, I'm just going to set this up in this fashion. Hopefully my 8 pieces is sufficient. Excellent. So yeah, now got oodles of cobblestone, so that's going to be good. Okay, so now if I put my, is it a supplier pipe? Provider, that's the one I think I want, provider. So now if I put my provider pipe back there, what should happen is if I right click the wrench on this particular piece just here, bam, there we go. So that has items to keep stocked now. So what I can say is I would always like to keep 1 stack of, I always want to keep at least, actually we'll just go, I always want to keep at least, sorry, I always want to keep at least a dozen fertilizer, and I will allow partial requests. That means if it can't stock all of it, it will do its best. And now what should happen is if I put the fertilizer into this chest, after about a second, this pipe here should call it from that pipe. So there you go, you can see that it's sending it through. So then it's put the dozen fertilizer in. Now because I set it up with 64 saplings, if I throw in 22 saplings and have this on partial requests no, it will do absolutely nothing because there's not enough saplings in there to satisfy the order. But if I put it to partial requests yes, as soon as a sapling lands in there and this has less than a full stack, which it does now, it will start to transfer saplings to fill it up. So we'll now do the same thing here and fill that up. And I will make 1 more of those pipes because I now want to set the same thing up at the other end. And I don't know what this request logistics pipe is, but I think it has something to do with you manually requesting items and it grabbing them out of your logistics system and sending them to you. So we'll put that just there. There's my wrench, partial request yes. So what I would like to make sure I always have in here is, just grab a stack of saplings. I want to make sure I always have 4 stacks of 64 saplings. So you can see at the moment I only have 3 stacks. So if I come back here, you can see that it's now sending as many as it possibly can to try and satisfy that order because it has a full stack there. So come over here and look at that, it's not quite yet filled it, but partial request again is on a yes. So because I put that second lot of stack, that second stack of 64 in, it should be rapidly, there you go, sending them down now, and it'll keep going until it fills it. Now I just need to do the same thing and get some hummus to say that I want to have 4 stacks of hummus in there. And then I just need to set this up to have some hummus in there and we're good to go. Because what it will happen now is it will send all of the saplings and all of the wood and all of everything that comes out back. Where's my cobblestone transport pipe? Want to connect that up. So hopefully that'll make it a one-way system, that the saplings will come down this way, and they'll go everywhere except into that. I think that's how iron pipes work. Yeah, so I think that means everything should go one way in that direction. I think I will have to check that out, and I'll have to see how it goes once I've got the system up and running. But for now I'm going to go make some hummus, and I'm going to come back once I'm ready to go. So back soon. Okay, so I'm back, and I now have my hummus. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell this thing that I always want to maintain 4 stacks of hummus, but yes to fill partial requests. You can see I have no hummus in here at the moment, so that means it's always going to try and keep it stocked with hummus as soon as it gets the opportunity to. So if I throw my 2 lots of hummus in there, you will see that very soon, just here, the provider pipe will start shooting hummus along the line. And when it all ends up where it should, okay. So for some reason, sand is coming 50-50 out of this setup. That's not what I was hoping for. And you can see that sand is getting to there, can't go any further, so it's bouncing back. And it's working its way along the line. So I don't really want to lose half of my sand, so I'm going to have to think of an alternative for that. What I was really hoping is that I'd have some bone meal as well, so I don't have any yet, so I can't test things, so I'm going to go grab some bone meal and I'll be back in a second. Okay, I'm back. So you can see that it doesn't have a full stack of saplings in there, and that's because if I come down here, you will see that I've actually run out of saplings. So in order to fix that, I'm going to have to grab my green bag of goodness out, and I have some more saplings in here that I will switch over. Throw them in, and then once it realizes that it can satisfy the request, it'll start throwing more through until it fills that up. This sand problem with sand coming out this other pipe, I'm not exactly sure how to deal with that yet, but once I work out how to deal with that, I will fix it. I'm going to be making some improvements to this system soon anyway, so now I'm going to just boom, create some big trees, because this logger is now going to start harvesting those, and once the logger starts to harvest them, I basically want to see what happens. So there goes the wood, and the wood pushes out that side pipe. Sand tries to go that way but can't, so it bounces back. Saplings come out the top because that's the way they go, so what should happen now is the sapling should come down and bounce its way along. Yes, it does. Excellent. And then all of the saplings will end up in that chest down there, and then a number of those saplings will bounce, or at least as soon as this plants a sapling, the saplings will end their way back into that chest just there. So you can see that I'm out of hummus here, but I'm starting to build up a good supply of saplings. I've got plenty of hummus here for the moment, got a good supply of saplings, so it's kind of starting to work its way out. And now again, this pipe here's job is to maintain a full stack of saplings, so it has a full stack of saplings. So I've got 48 fertilizer in my inventory from when I made the hummus, so I'll throw that in there, and now what should happen is, there you go, you saw a piece fly through because I told it to keep a stack of 12 and it did not have 12, but now it does. So you can see that everything's kind of sorting itself out. We're making lots of fuel now still. That's why it stopped, because that's full. And this baby here is basically empty. So, that's why, because that tank is full. Now throw a piece of dirt on there. Dirt's not a very neat way to do it, and I'll work out how to do this and make it a bit neater later. But that's what I need to do. I need to start actually pumping this fuel through and use that to fill up all of my pipes and all of my machines. So this tank will basically only fill itself when there's a superfluous amount which shouldn't be all that often if everything goes well. So you can see saplings working their way through. That's full. There's nothing too bad happening here except it's dumping sand out the side, and I am going to sort that out. That's always staying full of water and full of fertilizer. So there you can basically see that I have now automated my production here, that it will continue to run and continue to produce orange biofuel without any help. And then over here, as long as I have hummus in this chest, which I've now run out of hummus, but imagine that I had a full chest of hummus, it would continue to fill that up and keep that fully stocked. So in the next episode, I am going to work to make this a totally automated system by replacing the fertilizer in here with mulch, which you can use to craft, which you can use in replacement of fertilizer. And then I am going to set up something that takes all my excess wheat that I have and decays the wheat down into mulch, so that I can then produce mulch to run this machine and hummus to basically fill that up. So that's going to take a little bit of effort and a little bit of planning, but I do intend to set that up fairly soon, and once I've got that all set up, everything should be sweet. Just want to, so you can sort of see what's happening there, that I'm actually building up, even with that fully stocked and that system over there fully stocked, I'm building up an excess. Not seeing any apples though. Why am I not seeing any apples? Got to stop clicking E when I get there. Where are my apples? No apples yet. But I got 16 pieces of wood, so that's a good start. So, thank you very much for watching. Hope you learned something from this episode about how these logistics pipes work. I'm going to make the system much more complicated when I start adding other farms and other machines and things that have to keep constantly getting stocked. So again, thank you very much for watching. Astocky out. Hello everyone, this is Astocky here again. I realized in the last episode I said that I had finished everything that I needed to do, but I've since found out that that is not the case, that I've kind of messed up some things a little bit that I definitely should have done much smarter. Come on. Where's my redstone? Gonna have to go convert a piece of glowstone into some redstone, I think. Because I don't think I'm going to need as much as I had originally set out. And I've now got some gold transport pipes and 2 redstone torches. I'm now going to substantially it's going to spawn camp me, I can just tell. I'm now going to substantially simplify my system. Seriously? Come on. He's spawn camping me. Just let me get my weapon, and then you're gonna die. Ah, seriously. Gonna have to delete all those now. Waypoints, remove. That was just crazy and stupid. I don't think I would have just left me alone. Because basically what I've worked out is I used a lot more logistics pipes than I needed to. And not only did I do that, I also made the system much less efficient than it should be. So what I'm going to do now is just come over to this end and just knock all the pipes off. Because that's, I guess that's the basic position that you start things from. So gone, 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 gone. And now I will place some logistics pipes just here. Now that won't actually work yet because it has nowhere to send it to. But what I can do is come down this end, and if I come to this position just here, which is connected to the chest, you can see, and right click on it and say default route yes, That means any particular item that enters the system that doesn't have a route will automatically go there. So for example, now if I put sand in here, you can see the sand, instead of getting spat out, shoots along and it will go down the default route all the way down to the end. Now the next thing is I have all of these pipes here that are logistics pipes that are quite expensive, when in fact I should just be using standard pieces of cobble pipe. So what I'm going to do is just come along here and break all this pipe off, and the next thing I can do is the same with this section here, that basically if I take off that piece of pipe is not needed, what I'm going to do is put golden transport pipe there, because one thing that the logistics pipes do is they make everything move really fast. But I can do the same thing with a powered gold pipe, and look at this, I'm saving myself lots and lots of my logistics pipe. And once again, my logistics pipe is rather expensive and rather important to me, so hopefully I should be able to achieve basically the same thing by just using these couple of pieces of pipe here. Got to try and make sure I don't get dead. So everything being equal, now that I've connected that, I should get a green here to say that it is connected, and this should start working again. So there you go. Ooh. Wow, okay. That was not quite what was supposed to happen, because that was all of that thing that had nowhere to go was just basically getting spat out. But you can see now it is working, and things are traveling both ways through my pipe network. And they're getting to the gold pipe, being accelerated along just like they should. Ooh, crystal. Not going to worry about that for the moment. And you can see things are rapidly being outpaced. I will try and get you. Nope, no I won't. So what I can do now is finish knocking off all this pipe, and I have basically simplified my system down, and because I'm just using logistics pipe, the system also will not get confused as to what should be where. So that's the most basic, I guess, sort of setup of things. In the next episode, going to do something that's in much the same vein, but kind of makes things a little bit cooler, because I'm going to set up a new wheat farm that's going to produce lots and lots and lots of wheat, and then I'm going to aim to automate some of these processes just a little bit more. Got no hummus in here now, so if I come over here, hopefully I should have 4 full stacks of hummus, but we all know that that's not going to last all that, 2 stacks of hummus, so we know that that's not going to last that long, that it is going to run out, and hopefully before it runs out I will have something set up to replace it. So again, thank you very much for watching. Astocky out.